Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the premier shit talking show brought to you by two friends who leave no subject off the table. That's right, it is the adult table. I am your slightly inebriated host, Trav, brought to you always with my fellow host, the absolute specimen that is the one, Mr. Joey Fats. How are you, my brother?
I'm good, bud. How are you? How's things? We doing good tonight?
Doing as well as I can, and you know what? That I can't complain.
That's good. Yeah, we're not buried under 40 inches of snow tonight, so that's a plus.
Yeah, it's slightly better here.
You know,
There's still a parking ban in Dartmouth, so I have to
hey,
park in
Dartmouth
this.
had a Dartmouth had a parking ban.
Oh, dude, it was terrible. I wasn't dug out until well, we didn't have any plowing done on my street until mid Tuesday afternoon last week, and they had to use a front end
Jesus.
loader. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, they use a front end loader on my street too, but it wasn't. It was very quick. It was they did it like randomly.
mm-hmm.
So like they came down my street and they just hooked a right on them in front of my house, and that was it. They just did like this one L shape, and it's like a four-way intersection. They didn't do anything
Right.
else. So the next day it was just like a shit show.
Yeah, they did one pass here, but they didn't go up all the way up to the curb on the side that we couldn't park on. Uh,
Ah,
and it's still even after the melt that we had uh over the weekend, it's still they still haven't done it yet, and so the parking ban hasn't been lifted. So if you even right now try to park on the side where you're not supposed to park at the moment with the ban still in effect, you it's still effectively like a one-way street, even though it's a two-way.
I mean, sounds about par for the course.
Yep.
Welcome to New England in the winter, right? I mean, it just gets to the point where it's like, yeah, this is what we do here. This is how things are, and it doesn't make sense. All I know is that the shitty weather brings out the absolute worst of the worst in people,
Yep.
and it's super funny to watch and hear about the crash outs because of the snow.
Yeah.
Because it's so funny how many people suddenly have like heart issues because they have to shovel snow.
Mm-hmm.
So like when the plows come by and like they get plowed in their driveway, and all of a sudden they're like, "I have a heart issue," and you're like, "Okay, man, like fucking then hire somebody." I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, but this is how every snowstorm works from I don't know since the dawn of time, like since plows were invented.
Yes.
I just don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, and if you do have that bad of a heart issue, well, either yeah, like you said, hire somebody to do it, or uh, do it in increments. Like
Right.
get out there a little earlier, to mitigate the. Yeah, don't do it all at once after the storm's done, and pace yourself. It's not that hard. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
what
it's
it
just
is.
it's just not like you said, it's just not that hard. Like I told my wife, like we had a couple of days off. Her work got canceled. I had a few days off during the storm.
Yep.
And I told my wife, I was like, listen, I'm like, we're gonna go outside. We're gonna do what we can. I said, when the batteries in the snowblower die, we go inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they charge back up again, we go back out. I'm like, this is gonna be a multi-day cleanup. I'm like, we're not doing this all in one shot. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Is my mic super is it crackly?
A little bit.
All right, hold on one second. I'm gonna try something. Hold on one second
Sure.
here.
Yeah, Joey's having a little technical differences with his mic. Yeah, it on my end it doesn't sound that bad, but I don't know how it sounds outgoing to the stream because then I'd have echo in my headset. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But if it is a bigger issue and it sounds terrible on the viewers end, one of you guys just say something in the chat and I'll see if I can
All right, let's try this.
work it
This is
out.
the commitment level we have to this show.
Well,
I
now you
think
just sound softer.
now I sound softer.
Like, yeah,
How about now?
okay,
Is that
better.
better?
You sound different audio
Yeah,
wise, but yeah.
it's a totally different microphone. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
I think this mic just might have shit out on me. That's why.
Possibly. Yeah, the mic itself sounds different, but there's no crackling.
Yeah, I think it was the microphone. I think the whole time it was this fucking microphone, which
Possibly.
pisses me off.
It's me, y'all.
I mean, I don't know what I expected from like a $20 microphone, but whatever. I mean, I can like fuck with it, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with these things. Anyway, I'm just gonna buy a new one tonight. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh well, one
So
person.
now I'll
Yeah.
sound different again next week.
Well, perhaps. But yeah, Kelsey said you sound better and clear now.
Okay, good. Because yeah, that thing was. I think it was the mic. I think the mic was taking a dump on me.
Oh, and George Lucas 378 said EBD.
Oh, E-B-D-B-D.
And yeah, Kelsey once again said much better now. So
That's when
okay,
you just give it. That's when you just give it a little shake a little leg when you're licking my ass.
right? Yeah, just don't get that ass-eating mouth fungus.
Nope, but as long as you shake it a leg, you don't do that.
Surprisingly, or not surprisingly, that's mostly affecting gay men.
Whoa, no way, shocker.
Indeed.
All right, good. So we got the microphone thing fixed. That's good because now I know at least I got to order another microphone. Like, actually, I got to order it right now because I have another podcast due tomorrow night, and I may need a third mic.
Apparently, the other mic had less volume and sounded fuzzy. That's a comment we got from Kelsey again.
Well, thank you. You know what? This is the feedback that we need as podcast providers, in order to. Yeah, let's see. I bought that microphone in 2013.
Oh shit!
So, yikes.
I'd say it's run its course.
Yeah, I think I got my money's worth out of that fucking thing. Holy crap.
Yeah, just under 13 years, depending on the month that you bought it in.
Yeah, you know. Any suggestions on good microphones? I mean,
I use a Yeti Blue. It's not XLR, it's a USB.
so I need XLR because the only and what pisses me off about my podcast about Row on Seat One, it pisses me off, but it's also the gift and the curse. The gift is that we take phone calls.
Right.
In order to take phone calls in today's day and age via a cell phone, you need a mixer to be able to pipe it in.
Right.
You can't just plug it into your computer and it's like computer like, oh, I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You need basically a standalone element to do it. So now I have a mixer with XLR mics, that I need in order to take the phone calls. Which if I didn't have the phone calls, I wouldn't need the XLR mics, and I could get a bunch of nice like Yeti stuff or blue, nice USB shit. Instead, I'm stuck with.
That's it. You're sure there's not a mixer out there that allows USB?
If there is, I haven't found it yet.
Okay, because that's something I'm looking into. I had a couple friends over the weekend say, "Hey, we watched the show, love it. Would you be able to have like guests on one way or another?" One suggested like, on camera. I was like, "Well, you could come here if you want to come here."
Right.
Because they thought, or at least one of them thought that we were filming in the same location. I was like, "No, I'm at my place. Joey's at his." That's sometimes why we have like connection issues, but.
Right.
I'm looking into being able to do phone calls at the very least, and one of them said, because I said, "Oh, if you want to be on video with us, that's fine. As a guest, we can get you in for a segment, but you'd have to have OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and a subscription." He's like, "I actually just got one, so
Nice.
potentially somewhere down the line, yeah, we can get him on."
Well, I can't get this microphone that I'm looking at in until Wednesday anyway. So guess what? That sounds like tomorrow's problem, or later after the show's problem. We'll deal with that later. But anyway,
Well, everything's good right now.
everything is bone.
Is bon.
In the words of Team America, don't worry. I know everything. The Eiffel Tower is destroyed. The Louvre is destroyed. But everything is bone. We got the terrorists.
Go about your day, mimes and other French stereotypes.
Frère Jacques, Frère
Yeah.
Jacques. God, I love that fucking movie.
I still haven't watched it in quite some time. I have to.
Oh God, dude, you got to go back. It aged so well.
If anything, it aged better.
I mean, especially now with like the Chechenians and like everything else that's in it, you're like, oh shit, like, dude, they were way ahead of the game on this. Like, goddamn.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
it's fantastic.
It was very relevant when it released, of course, but even like 5 to 8 years after, it became even more so. And since then, it's just grown exponentially.
Yeah, it's been it's a pretty fucking it's a pretty timeless movie.
To me, it is.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely timeless. It's aged like a fine wine. Like most things South Park does. I don't think this last season of South Park's gonna age like a fine wine. I think it's gonna age like a fucking dog turd.
Yes, and we've
But
talked
that's
at
okay.
length about that. We don't need to
Yeah,
get back into that.
I have gone back. You know how many times I've watched the new season since it finished?
Zero?
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero. Haven't even gone back and watched a episode.
Same.
And that's the first time in my life that I have done that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a couple of the first ones before it was very clear that they were going in one solid direction and it wasn't landing. I don't see a reason to revisit it either.
There was one solid direction. So many Keurigs.
Mm-hmm.
So solid it was 9 Keurigs deep.
That's a lot of Bonos, for sure.
Does Bono want the biddy?
Oh, no, it hurts the bitty when you bite, Bono. Hold on, I'm just gonna fix this light behind me real quick.
Yeah, do you, boo? But yeah, we got a lot to get into tonight, Trav. I'm actually pretty excited for the show. I didn't do a shit ton of prep for tonight, but I'm pretty ready to go, if you will.
I mean, there's one big thing to talk about.
There is one major thing to talk about, and there's a lot of things that stem off of that major thing.
And we'll get into those if we're given the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on how many tangents we go off of.
before we go off on the Iranian, well, let's just call it should we call it what the liberals are calling it, World War III?
I just refer to it as a situation.
Yeah, it's a Joyzy thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you just don't understand. It's a Joyzy thing. Your cabbage is muff.
Mhm.
Your muff is cabbage. What?
Muff cabbage.
Muff cabbage. Yeah. No, did we touch on the Olympic gold medal game in hockey in Canada last week? Did we do that?
I think we did a little, but I mean, they're still crying about it.
Dude,
it is insane.
It is. I just want to say, like, I have never seen anyone take an L harder. Like, I don't think Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun took the L this hard, as Canada's taking this. Like, they are the mainstream media, and we'll get into the mainstream media, especially like the Washington Post and the Atlantic and all those like left wing rags, as we go along throughout the show with the Iran shit. But man, everybody's like between like Megan Rapinoe coming out this week and being like they ruined the moment, and we're like, bitch, you fucking airmailed a fucking goal, like a penalty kick 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever it was.
Yep.
To cost your team a chance at the gold, and a major upset against, was it Switzerland or Sweden? I can't remember which one.
I don't watch soccer, let alone women's soccer.
Honestly, Trev, I will watch the women's soccer more than I'll watch the men's.
Hey, that's your choice. That's fine.
Soccer, and no matter who's playing it, is boring as fuck.
Yes.
But the women, like those broads, dude, they don't give a fuck, bro. They'll get up, they'll get elbowed in the face, break a nose, be gushing blood, missing teeth, and they'll just get up and start running. Whereas like the men, they look at a blade of grass and they're like, oh, it's too tall, I stubbed my toe.
Right.
And then they'll roll around for 20 minutes faking a knee injury, and they get carted off by the ambulance only to get to the sidelines and be like, I'm fine, and just come running back in like Larry Bird.
Yeah, I had a couple orange slices. I'm good now.
Yeah. I had some orange slices and a Capri Sun, and they got me with the magic spray. I'm ready to play again, boys.
Hell yeah, Pacific Cooler probably.
Yeah, little man, listen, man, a little Pacific Cooler will get you going. Don't get me started, but no, like Megan Rapinoe coming out, like saying like they turn themselves into the enemies and like all this other shit, the villains. Bitch, you're an irrelevant. Like you are so irrelevant in sports culture and just pop culture in general. The fact that like these people have to go out and search for former athletes that will come on and help promote their narrative is just fucking wild to me. Like it's gotten to the point now where I'm like, I don't give a flying fuck what Megan Rapinoe has to say about the men's U.S. team winning gold. I can't even begin to describe to you how much I don't care.
She's the last person that I care about their opinion of, and that list is massive. But-
and that was when she was like good and relevant. Now
But-
you suck and you're old.
she was leading the charge and taking a knee during the World Cup and other events where she represented the country. Uh, it- and then didn't she move out of the country?
I think she did actually.
I think she did. And whether she did or didn't, but she was saying that she was going to. She does not have any pride for the United States of America. So why should we care about what she's doing? Like if they win the gold as a team, okay, I respect that.
Oh no,
I support-
she lives in Washington, in Seattle.
So she didn't do what she said she was going to do,
No.
which isn't surprising. But
Wait, she married Sue Bird, the basketball player. Wasn't that the basketball player? Yeah, she married Sue Bird, the old fucking WNBA player. That's fucking crazy.
any relation to Larry Legend?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, definitely not. I just think it's funny because it's just like I wonder like I wonder like do you think like they just go home and just listen to Meredith Brooks all night? Is that
Yeah, her and also,
Sheryl
but
Crow?
Melissa Etheridge is a big one. 'cause
Melissa
she-
Etheridge? That's
yeah.
another one. Yeah, that's a good one. Just like every night they come home, they're like, all right, let's start cooking dinner, and they just put on and all you hear is just like, come to my window.
And they're scissoring. Yeah, they did that in South Park.
What was come to my window in there?
I believe so.
Oh, I thought it was the other one. I thought it was the Melissa Etheridge one.
Well, that is Melissa Etheridge, yeah.
Oh, that is. Oh
Mhm.
shit. Who's Meredith Brooks? Who's Meredith Brooks?
She did I'm a bitch, I'm a mother, I'm a child.
Oh yes, I'm a bitch. I'm a mother. I'm a child. I'm a lover. Yeah, that one sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible song actually.
But
Catchy,
they're-
but terrible.
they're still crying about it. They're crying about the joke that Trump made to the call to the U.S. men's team, which
You know what I think the funniest part about that is though? is
wasn't
that the women's-
misogynistic at all. It was making a joke at his own expense. He was saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
I better invite them, otherwise
And-
they'll be
and-
impeached."
And the funny part is the women's hockey team accepted the invite and they're going to the White House. They're just trying to coordinate it schedule wise.
Yeah, they just went there for the State of the Union.
Well, the men's team was there for the State of the Union.
Yes, the women weren't.
The women weren't, but the women are going to go later
Yes.
and visit because they've got shit to do. Like they're like, yeah, no, we got like games to play and shit and schedule but they did accept Trump's offer to go to the White House, so they're going to, which is going to make everybody lose their mind. Like the Jamil Hills and the Sarah Spains of the world are going to lose their tits, and it's going to be fucking hilarious. I'm like, God damn, like you fucking salty bitches, like it's unreal. It's unreal to me how the liberal media completely hijacked that moment
Yeah.
and made it all about themselves when it should have been about celebrating the men's team and their accomplishments
Yeah.
and the women's team.
Yeah, both. And all medalists, regardless of which one that they won for for the USA. Like, be proud of all of them. And yeah, a lot of the leftists here got mad that the men's team even went in there. Like, oh, they're supporting a pedophile, which is ridiculous already, as it has been since they first started saying it.
Y'all still clinging to that, huh?
And it's like, well, that's what's been happening for decades. Winning teams, right, whether it be Super Bowl, World Series, or Olympics, they get invited to the White House regardless who the president is. Some players decline,
Mm-hmm.
like Tim Thomas did in 2011 when they won the Stanley.
Go see Obama.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a
and the Boston Globe made him out to be like the worst fucking person in the world. They were like, he's the hockey version of Kurt Schilling. Like,
he
settle
didn't
down.
even say. Kurt Schilling said worse stuff than he did.
Way
and
worse.
and I don't even think what Kurt Schilling said was all that bad in general.
Honestly,
Like,
I think me and Kurt Schilling would probably be pretty good friends.
yes.
Just
I-
saying.
I mean, he fucked over the gaming company that he had in Rhode Island, but other than that,
I don't know if he fucked him over, but his people fucked him over.
Well-
I wonder how much of it. I always wonder, like in situations like that, it brings me back to like this weekend with like Michael Jordan. And for those that don't know, like Michael Jordan owns a NASCAR team now, and he co-owns it with Denny Hamlin, who's a highly decorated NASCAR driver. It's if you don't know, you know. If you know, you know. If not, it's no big deal. But Michael Jordan was like, listen, man. He's like, I got nothing to do with this. I just write the checks.
Right.
Like, he's like, Denny's the brains behind all this operation. And I wonder if Kurt Schilling was just like, I just write the checks. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. You know,
Could have
like,
been that. From what I understand, I think he knew to some degree.
I think
but
they all know to a degree. But plausible deniability is your friend.
Yes. But that being said, Canada is super butthurt. They're ODing on copium right now to come up with excuses.
God.
Like,
They
well,
just-
the
Really?
better team lost. It's like, no, they didn't. Otherwise, they wouldn't be the better team.
Actually, I
on
agree with
paper,
that.
you can.
I agree that the Canadian team was the better team, but what they didn't do was what they did was the worst thing that you can do, which is underestimate America and underestimate Americans' resolve
'Cause-
and underestimate our ability to, like, you know, cross the Delaware at midnight on Christmas Eve, sneak into your camp, and cut your throats while you're sleeping.
Perseverance. Yeah.
That's what we do. We're America. We're bad motherfuckers. Like, we don't take shit kindly around here. Okay. That's what we're like. We're like Skeeter, you know, like, God damn Skeeter, they ain't hurting nobody. No, I got a problem with you 8-year-olds. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's just, we don't take your fucking shit. And eventually, when you give us shit, we push back. And when we push back, we don't just like put a finger in your chest and push back. No, we push back with the force of 1,000 suns. Go ask the Japs, okay? They
Mhm.
know. Our pushback ain't nothing to fuck with.
Exactly. Much like Wu-Tang Clan.
Also, yes.
But yeah, no, Canada outshot USA in that game. They had more opportunities. Then it came down to overtime, and guess what?
Y'all got dunked on, baby. You got dunked on. That's all it is. Just, hey, Canada, hold the L, hold it up high, and just say, listen, we are the future 51st state of the United States of America. At best, we're America's hat. Or at worst, we're America's hat. At best, we're the 51st state. We'll welcome you in. We'll break you down. You know, it's gonna take a little bit of straightening. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to go to Montreal. We're gonna have to, you know, hit the strip clubs pretty hard.
Yep.
And, you know, we're gonna have to let y'all know who the real boss is, because we the HNIC now, and we just need you to know, like, hey, St. Catherine Street, we run that shit. All right?
Yes.
Peel Street, we run that shit now. Y'all French Canadians, you know, in French Canada, there's no Canada like French Canada. Yeah, there's American French Canada now, bitch. And we do shit big up here. All right, now get the fucking cheeseburgers on the grill, get some fucking glizzy stands out there, and let's go fucking slay some puss at the shake joint. All right.
Hell yeah. Exactly. I think why they're so mad is because they, hockey is their national sport.
It's the only thing they're good at.
And I mean, shit, they were predicted to win.
They should have won. I mean,
but they
that's what
didn't.
they
So
do.
it's embarrassing to them on a national level. Whereas if USA had not won that, we would be fine. Most casual fans of hockey or even hardcore fans would be like, hey, you know what? It was a hard-fought game.
Well, the hardcore hockey fans were the ones that were picking Canada. They're like, there's no way we're going to beat Canada. Like, we can't. They're too good.
Yeah, because on
Blah, blah,
paper,
blah.
their team is more stacked. I mean, a great majority of the best players in the NHL are Canadian, and then you got some good Europeans as well from various parts of there.
A lot of good Russians.
Yes, I'm including that in Europe. Although part of it's Asia. Yeah, but yes, exactly.
I know. I'm just being
Mhm.
facetious, but yeah, no. I pay so little attention to hockey. Like, if the Americans had lost, I probably wouldn't have cared. I'd be like, bummer. But because they won, I'm like,
Hell yeah.
That's like, I mean, that's like going to, like, that's like beating an Ethiopian in a marathon. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's like if we put together I would say, like, if we put together like if we put together a flag football team and we don't get the gold at the Olympics in 2028,
Yeah.
like, I hate flag football. I despise everything about it. Even though I played it for years, I hate the way they do it now. I think it's gay as fuck, and I don't like it in the Olympics. I don't like it in any level because I think this is a terrible fucking decision, and a terrible road we're going down for the state of football. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day.
Mm.
But if the Americans don't win gold in the flag football Olympics, I am gonna be beyond flabbergasted as to how that could possibly happen. Because we're the only ones that play football. You know, it's not like we go in and we're playing like rugby and we're like, well, yeah, of course we're gonna lose to New Zealand. Like,
Yeah.
they fucking invented the game. Like, no shit. Like, nope. This is our game. This is our shit. You don't get to fucking beat us in
Mhm.
our game. Maybe in 50 years somebody will get lucky and pull off an upset, but it ain't gonna happen. But in Canada, like that's how Canada is with hockey. So for us to do that, even though hockey is pretty fucking popular in America, at least player wise, like people who play it. Spectator wise, it's not. But the guys that play hockey, man, I'll tell you what, the hockey fans in this country, they are as diehard gets. Like they will go
Yes.
to the hill dying. They will die on the hill every fucking day, being like, hockey is so much better than every sport on earth. I'm telling you, bro, these dudes play with broken legs and slashed necks and this, that. I'm like, yeah, man, they're tough. I mean, stupid, but tough, you know? But yeah, I just feel like it was an extra fuck you to Canada after they booed our national anthem
Yes.
for us to just fucking dunk on them in the Olympics and just say like, fuck you, you guys suck, haha, we just beat you at your own game, and you all lost curling too, which I assume is a Canadian game as well because it's so stupid. I can only assume somebody in Canada came up with that shit. But
I'm not sure
whatever.
the country of origin of it, but
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I mean, there was that one guy who cheated because he pushed out of with his finger out of the hog zone. We talked about that last
We
week.
talking about that, the hog zone.
He was cranking his hog in the hog zone.
Where that's what you call the bar at 1:30 when the lights come on. Oh no, we're in the hog zone.
I think
Quick,
that's
grab
exactly what you said last week. Yeah, like shit.
Damn. I am my own biggest fan. I will say that.
Hey, I'm all for it because it's funny.
It
This
is.
fucking light. Let me see if I can do it while still plugged in my headset. All right, yeah, the connection on those things
Curling
is weird.
originated in Scotland. No shit. Okay.
Huh.
That makes actually a shit ton of sense. In the earliest 16th century, the earliest evidence dating back to 1541.
No shit. I would have figured it might have been like more of a Scandinavian country, if not
You know, I
Canada or
kinda
something.
would, yeah, like I would have figured like Norway or
Sweden,
or
Finland.
Switzerland.
Yeah,
No, not Finland.
yeah.
Um,
I mean Scotland. Yeah, they get ice and every. I would have figured it would have come from a country
yeah,
that has.
they started doing it on frozen ponds with channel stones, whatever the fuck that means.
Frozen haggis.
Yeah, I guess. Like, yeah, we got this frozen cow shit. And,
Oh. Hey, what's up, Iron Witch? Shout out to you.
oh, hey, what's happening? Thanks everybody in the chat who's chiming in tonight. Good
Yes,
times.
thank you, everybody who's watching. But yeah, I mean, it's funny. They're crashing out hard, Canada.
Big
They're
time.
finding excuses for everything, and it's
Okay, so we did touch on this a little bit last week. Then.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to make sure because they're still mad about it, and that makes me super happy.
yeah, it's worth bringing up again because they're still saying all this.
It's like Dave. They're like the Dave Mustaine of sports.
You know,
They'll still be talking about this 40 years from now. We'll be like, will you shut up?
It only
God
took
damn.
32 minutes to make a Dave Mustaine reference, and that's not including the intro time. So
Yeah. Oh man.
it's about half an hour. Yep. I mean, it always comes back
Like,
to that.
I'm not bitter.
fuck-
I'm not bitter at all. But you know what? Fuck you.
But you know, if things went this way instead of the other way, you know,
Metallica would have been way better off with me. You know, they suck now. You know? Which, by the way, did you see Metallica's playing the Sphere in Vegas in October?
I mean that makes sense.
They just announced it like last week. Tickets went on sale today. They sold out almost instantaneously. So much to the point, Metallica they they announced 6 more shows at the
6,
Sphere.
yeah.
Yeah, 6 additional shows, and each so they're doing like the 2-show thing,
Hmm.
like the 2-night thing, with the no repeats. So
Right.
I'm gonna try to get tickets to it. I'm gonna try to go, mostly because my wife and we were watching one of our friends. I think she was our friend, but she was our wedding photographer. Went to the Sphere 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, to see the Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
And obviously, like, I'm not a huge Backstreet Boys guy.
Not enough to go to the Sphere and pay that kind of money to see them.
But if I was ever gonna go to a Backstreet Boys concert, I think I would probably go to the Sphere to see it. Like, if you told me, like, hey, we're going to a Backstreet Boys concert tonight, I'd be like, oh, cool. And like, but it's at the Sphere, I'd be like, all right, I'm in. Like, should I bleach my tips? Like,
Frosted
spike my hair?
Tips.
Frost the tips or whatever. I would totally be in it. I'd be all over it. Like, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm in. Because it looked awesome. Like, I saw, like, she posted a bunch of, like, videos on Instagram or Facebook, whatever it was, and it looked incredible. And the Sphere has been one of those places where, like, I really want to see a concert there.
Yeah, because of the presentation. As long as you
Yeah.
don't get like a shitty balcony seat, because I've seen like camera footage of that from that perspective, and you can't see shit. Because they claim, oh,
Really?
there's no bad seat in the house. Oh, there are plenty.
Really? All right, so that's good to know. I'll have to do a little more homework on it, where to sit. But I think, like, the VIP package, like, I talked to one of my buddies yesterday. He said the VIP package, which was, like, tickets to both nights and a hotel, was, like, $1,500 per person. And that was a hotel for 3 nights and the tickets to the shows. And I'm like, that's not bad.
Yeah, that isn't that bad considering other bands have played there, and a ticket alone can be, over like $2,000.
I'm sure on the secondary market they're gonna probably get, like, pretty outrageous. I'm not gonna pay that,
Yeah.
but if I can get in and get them at, like, kind of a
If the seat is at least not, if it's at least on the ground floor or like the raised, as long as it's on the first floor of it, then you
Mhm.
should be fine.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, because don't get me wrong, like, if you were telling me right now, because I think the tickets, the MSRP on the tickets, like the original price, was like $500, and I don't know if that was for one night, both nights. I think that was for both nights,
yeah.
and I'm like, that's not bad at all. And everybody was like, dude, like $500 for a fucking concert, fuck you. And I'm like, well, technically it's 2 concerts because it's a no repeat set list thing. So night 1 and night 2 are completely different sets.
Yep.
With, like I said, no repeats. And then I'm like, that's pretty good. I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like, even if it's $500 per night, like, say it's $1,000 for both shows. To me, that's still worth it because you're going to the Sphere. It's not so much about Metallica and the fact that, the gods of metal are going to, grace you with their presence, but it's about the place, it's the venue.
Yeah.
The venue is so unique. It's like, I mean, like, imagine, like, seeing, like, Metallica at, like, Red Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, or something like that. Like, you're seeing them in a place that you might never, it's so unique. It commands a higher price tag,
Well,
which I would be completely fine paying.
And you are paying for the band because it is Metallica here in this case. You're definitely you'd pay money to. I mean, you have paid money to see them as I have, but yes, for it to be in that venue, this one of a kind thing.
And Metallica. I mean, and obviously, I'm sure you've seen some of their live shows over the last couple of years. Their live shows keep getting better and better, and they're doing more with the stage setup, but they're doing less with, like, the theatrics, if you will. So, like, the production value is there, but it's so in the background. It's such a background thing that, like, you don't notice it, but it envelops you.
Yeah, it adds to it because they've had the big stadium tours, dating back like over 30 years, and elaborate set pieces, the big multi-ramped stage with, like, Lars in the middle, and then the rest of the guys are walking around the whole time.
Yeah, like the Cunning stunt stage was fucking sick.
Yeah, and they're still doing that, but yes, and they still have some pyro and shit like that, but it is more I guess, subdued while still being there.
It's become more secondary to the music. Like
Yes.
the music has become the forefront of their, which I think it makes all the sense in the world because that's what we're there to see, right? Is the
Yeah.
music. But like say like you go to like a Rob Zombie concert and there's like robots on stage and
Yes.
like all this shit going on and you're like that's cool because it's Rob Zombie, but
Mhm.
like that's a lot going on. Like I
It-
just want to hear the music. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
just play the fucking bangers and let me get out of here.
Well,
Like,
yeah, Metallica's never been a theatrical endeavor
No, I mean,
to
they
that
love their
degree. Like
pyro.
Iron Maiden goes all out. They have crazy shit going on all the time, like giant eddies walking around and shit like
Right.
that, and that's all fun because they do it well and that's what's expected. Metallica didn't have to rely on that. Not that Iron Maiden has to. It's just Iron
No,
Maiden
Maiden's
decided,
great.
hey, we're gonna make it extra because
Bruce
we can.
Dickinson is a god.
God damn right he is. Hell yes.
We will
But
throw hella respect on the Maiden.
absolutely, every single one of them.
It's so funny. My buddy, who's like one of my best friends, he's Asian as fuck, and like you look at him and you would think like you're like oh like Asian, you're like this guy's probably like his favorite band. Like you'd think like oh yeah this guy like grew up listening to hip hop. He probably listens to all rap music. Like who's your favorite band? He's like Iron Maiden. You're like what? It throws you for such a curveball.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no shit, huh? Like,
Well, they're a global band.
they hit every corner of the earth.
I have the Rock in Rio on vinyl, at least the
Which because
first.
the earth is a cube because it's flat,
Hmm.
you know.
Well, each side is flat, and there's six
Right, each
sides.
side
to
is flat. Right, exactly.
it. But yeah,
Dear Janet.
fucking Rock in Rio, dude. Brazil, they had like nearly 1 million people, or like easily over 500,000.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then of course
Yeah, the Rio show was insane.
yeah, I forget the actual total on it, but it's ridiculous. And Metallica played to over 1 million people in Russia.
They said that one they've estimated that to over 1.5 million.
Probably.
Some estimates approaching 2, which I find like kind of insane, but then again, that country had just been freed from they thought they'd been freed. But
Yeah.
they're dumb, so they just went back into the same thing again. But anyway,
Yes.
but they were free for a minute, and they were just like, "Yeah, this is sick. Let's go listen to Metallica at this old abandoned airfield."
And they got Metallica arguably at like their
Peak.
commercial peak.
Well, because that was what 1990.
Well, yeah, I mean they were playing Enter Sandman there, so it was like 91.
It had been, yeah, it was 91. I think you're right, 91. Yeah, because the Moscow show was 91. That was absolutely insane. Because yeah, Cliff wasn't there.
Right, it was
It
yeah.
was definitely Newstead, but it was an early Newstead.
Well, his second album with him, because
Right. But it was still like I said, it was infant stages of Newstead.
they allowed his bass to be heard in the mix of the album for the Black
Yeah.
Album at least.
Yeah. Where they just like zoned him out, which like I love listening to And Justice for Jason.
Mm.
That mix that it's where they just amplify the bass on all those songs because it's like going to listen to And Justice for All. It's like it was such a like mind bending experience because like you go back, you listen to it, and you're like, oh my god, I already know I love all of these songs, but it's like I'm hearing them all for the first time because it's different.
Because as much as bass gets shit sometimes, it is important. It's the other half of the rhythm section. You are missing out if
Yeah,
it's
big
low
time.
in the mix. It doesn't have to dominate, but it should be present. Like
Yeah,
it's-
I mean, you don't have to get all Primus with it, but you know,
well, that's a different story. That's a different situation.
yeah,
Where the basis is like the focal point.
right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you said, you don't have to make it all about the bass, but you need it. It's an integral part of the band, and if it wasn't, you wouldn't have them.
Exactly. So
piss
yes, precisely. Oh, well, you know who else can piss off?
off. The Ayatollah.
Ayatollah Asahola.
You You know why? I hope he's up there with his fucking. I hope he got to. I hope he got to hell and he was like, Satan greets him and he's like, "Where's my 72 virgins?" And he's like, "You are the 72 virgins." And he's just like, "Oh no."
That'd be great.
Or he pulls like it's like the SpongeBob meme. He's just like, "Oh Neptune." Can I make a drink before we get into Iran?
Sure. Yeah, I will.
Can I spruce real quick? Because
Yeah, I'll
think I
take a
got
quick
more-
piss.
Yeah, I got more ice than I did vodka in this drink, so
Word. Yeah, I don't even have to pee that bad right now, but I'm gonna.
I'm gonna too. So give me, I'd say 3 minutes.
All right, I'll probably be back before you, but I'll talk.
You fill in the blanks. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. See you in a few, folks. Stay tuned. All right, well, I am back, folks. Joey will be back soon. Thank you, Kelsey, for the love once again. Thank you, everybody who's watching or has watched and maybe watch in the future after this is done being live. Yeah, thank you to everybody who watches. Great feedback that I got from some of my brothers over the weekend. Thank you. Yeah, we'll figure out how we can get you guys on here one way or another. Yeah, shouldn't be too difficult, but as long as you can be on, great. And yeah, I'm gonna look into a mixer that I can potentially hook my phone up to, so we can take phone calls live. So at the very least, all you good folks can yeah, call in and be part of the discussion. Yeah, so it should be good, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day. But yes, we will jump into the Iran situation, as I'm referring it to, because, well, I don't want to say too much about it right now without Joanne. But, oh, speak of the devil.
All right.
Yeah, I am good.
Sorry, I had to spicy up some soda water.
Yeah, of course. What'd
I
you
make
put
my
in there?
own- I have a little soda stream thing, and I make my own soda water.
Oh,
And I
sure.
get downstairs. I realized I didn't have any soda water, so I had to run back upstairs, fill the thing, do it. You know, took me an extra.
Yeah. Oh, what'd you put in there?
Just vodka soda.
Okay, yeah, classic.
It's my go-to drink. It's what I drink at home, what I drink when I'm out. what I drink when I'm on vacation.
Ah, well, hey.
You know, I'm a dickhead like that.
Oh, it's a good. I have my go-to beers and like other booze, but I'll mix it up if the situation's right.
It's a Joyzy thing.
Yes.
No, I vacation. I'll my go-to beer on vacation for no reason whatsoever is Foster's. If there's Foster's oil cans available, I'm all in.
Oh, Joey, Australian for queer.
It's terrible beer. Like, it's not good. I usually get like halfway through it and it gets warm because it's so much, and I'm just like, it's like drinking a fucking 40. You're like, why did I do this?
Holding it wise because of the circumference of it is almost like holding a 40.
Yeah,
But it's less than a 40.
it's just stupid. You're just like, why did I do this? This is so dumb.
What am
Like,
I doing?
Ah.
It's a novelty item.
Yeah.
Pretty
You're like,
much.
went in Puerto Rico, drink Foster's.
Right, that famous Puerto Rican beer.
Yeah.
But yes,
But anyway, back to the asshole Ayatollah.
yes,
what,
Ayatollah Asahol. I'm gonna have to buy that.
Ayatollah Assahola, as
I'm
it
gonna
was
have
so
to buy that
eloquently
shirt
put.
that was featured in a Simpsons episode.
Yeah. Oh, was it really?
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
I love the fact that there's so many fucking. I can think of a couple cons in particular that I've worked with over the years, or not worked with, but that I've babysat over the years, that are absolutely devastated at that news, and it makes me super, super fucking happy to know that they're mad.
Yeah, that means they're not a good person if they're mad.
Right, which I think kind of is probably a good jump off to where we go with this conversation, because first of all, Trav, let's talk about the people that are extremely upset with the fact that the Ayatollah got fucking iced.
It's the usual
And I mean,
suspects.
I'm talking, he got the full fucking pretty fucking, what was her name? Oh, damn it. I ruined the joke.
There was Renee Good and Alex
Pretty
Preddy.
good. Yeah, pretty good. He got
Yeah.
the pretty good treatment, if you know what I mean. Glot glot. It's awesome. I mean, this dude for 47 fucking years. I haven't even been on this planet for 47 years,
Yep.
but this guy's been in charge for 47 years. Well, I think his dad was in charge at the beginning of it. Then he.
It's
took
been
over.
the regime.
The regime has been in charge for 47 years.
Yeah.
And every single president, for as long as I've been old enough to know what a president was, has talked about what a threat Iran is, what a threat the Ayatollah is, what a threat these people are to freedom, Western civilization, and everything else. And then we finally kill him. I mean, this is on par with Bin Laden. Like, and actually, you could probably make the argument this is bigger than Bin Laden.
It's up there with Saddam Hussein as well.
I mean, I would argue Saddam was probably below this because I think,
I'm saying,
Saddam.
yeah. Yeah, I would say this is above Saddam.
In the moment, yes. But looking back 20-something years later, like, one of my bigger regrets was supporting the war in Iraq. And going in and doing what we did and going in and doing all that and, losing, 4,000 plus lives.
Yeah.
American lives, and then countless others that were maimed and wounded.
Mm-hmm.
And for what? Because we bought the lie that Saddam had weapons of mass destruction, and, that we got lied to by Donald Rumsfeld and Dick Cheney and George Bush and Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice and all these people. They fucking lied out of their fucking ass. And they convinced us to go into Iraq and take over and topple Saddam, which would have been fine if we had just gone in there. And then when George Bush announced, mission accomplished on the deck of the aircraft carrier, if we just pulled everybody out and been like, all right, see you later, I'd have been totally fine with that. It would have been great because we probably would have saved a couple thousand lives, and then tens of thousands more wouldn't have been maimed and wounded.
Well, they didn't because they had
20 fucking years in an idiot, stupid fucking rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is the exact opposite of what we're doing here. So, to tie this into the people that are mad, first let's start with the people that are mad. Who's the most mad, Trav?
White liberal women. and
mean-
weak liberal men
It's like
of any denomination.
it's like clockwork. Like, I swear to God, the jokes write themselves. You have a bunch of pissed off liberal white women, and then their limp-wristed husbands, who have no choice but to back them because otherwise they might not get their monthly blowjob.
If they're lucky, they
If
even
they're
get
lucky,
one.
yeah, or their birthday blowjob at this point.
Jesus, what a horrible existence that must be.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. couldn't do that. But they're the most upset about this. And then the mainstream media, which tells you everything you need to know about the mainstream media. If the mainstream media, these are the same people that go back and look at like the Washington Post and
Yep.
the way they treated the guy who did Dilbert and the Ayatollah.
Yes.
It is the headline when was it Scott Adams?
Yes,
was
I.
the
mhm.
creator of Dilbert,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, Scott Adams, disgraced former cartoonist of Dilbert, dies at age 83 or whatever he was. And then they go on and they're like, spiritual leader of Iran passes away in illegal American strike.
There's
Like-
so much wrong with that.
It's like, wait, hold up. Like, you're not even now. You're fucking with me, right? Like, you're not even trying,
Is this satire?
right? Like, I'm reading. This is the Onion, right? And you're like the Babylon Bee, and it's like,
Mhm.
nope, this isn't it. This is real life. And then they went and they go on and they like talk about like the Ayatollah and like how he's was it avuncular? He's like an uncle, you know, with in kindness, with his smile, his soft smile, and his bearded face, and all this other shit, and how like what a genuinely nice person he is. I'm like, this
Huh?
man just slaughtered 30,000 of his own people
Yeah.
for protesting against his regime.
And the people that are protesting here over essentially nothing are in favor of that. They're like, oh, why'd you have to kill him?
You know, like you didn't notify Congress, man. Like, you went to war without notifying Congress. That's impeachable and against the law. It's like, oh my God, are we really doing this again? Like,
Again, we just
no,
went over this.
We don't need your approval. We didn't declare war on them. It's a military strike. President been doing it since, what was it, like 1973?
Yeah.
You know, the presidential whatever fucking act that they can just like, yeah, we don't need your fucking, like, we don't need Jasmine Crockett and AOC's permission to go
Jesus Christ.
strike Iran, because you know what would have happened if we had asked them, hey, this is what we're thinking of doing, can we have your permission to do it? They'd have been like, no. Also, hold on, bring, hey, Mr. Ayatollah, heads up, they're coming.
Yeah.
Like-
Exactly.
Because you treasonous motherfuckers on the left, which is what you are at this point. Like, I have two ways of looking at people on the left, right? Like I have there's two ways that I see Sydney Sweeney. One is naked and one is undressing. Okay, like those are the only two ways. Like, when I look at Sydney Sweeney, the first thing I think of is baby shower, and the liberals, when I look at them, the first thing I think of when someone tells me that they're a liberal, I think rat,
Yeah.
low IQ,
Mm-hmm.
suicidally empathetic, and retarded.
Yes.
Like, because there's really no other way to see it at this
the
point.
big four.
Yeah. I mean, there it is, the big four outlined by Joey Fats on the adult table.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, like because the left has gone so fucking far. Like, even Bill Maher is like he's basically disowned you people to a degree where he's just like, he's like, y'all are fucking retarded.
Yeah, he's been saying stuff like that for at least. I don't follow him like regularly or whatever, but every
I don't
once in
watch
a
his show, but I see his clips.
yes, and it does.
And I know he's still a staunch left wing fucking, you know, liberal fucking loon bag or whatever, but he at least has moments of clarity.
Yeah, that's as much as credit as I will give him there too,
Yeah.
because he's definitely left of center. I think he kind of dips and dives depending.
He's more of like a Bill Clinton left though, not a
Hmm.
Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris left.
Yeah, okay.
Because those three
I
are
get-
left of Lenin.
I get what you're saying there. Yes, I would
Whereas
agree.
Bill Clinton, like if you go back and listen to Bill Clinton right now, you're like, wait, this dude was a fucking Democrat?
Mm-hmm.
No way. Like, this guy fucking sounds like he's making a play for fucking be MAGA.
If he was saying the same shit today, he'd be considered. He'd probably have to run as a Republican.
Absolutely, he would. I mean, granted, we wouldn't allow him because we don't, fucking, he's a weirdo pedophile, but whatever.
Right. Well, I'm saying hypothetically.
And his wife's an ugly cunt. By the way, I am not suicidal.
Yes. No. Yeah, you certainly are not. So something nefarious would have happened, based on that. That obviously not on live right now, but
No, but that'd be pretty ironic if it did, right? Imagine like all of a sudden like a magic bullet just came through the back window of my house, hit me right between the eyes on the live stream, and it just like popped out with like a little flag. It was like, "Ping!" with like confetti and a flag, and it was like, "You just got by the Clintons."
yeah, they send you a card and everything. Yeah.
They're like, sucks to suck, loser.
And it goes off like a party popper. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like, just like it makes like a little noise and everything.
Yeah. Without the noise, like you're just
Still
making
funny.
a mess without like half the fun.
Right.
Even though the noise lasts like 2 seconds, doesn't
Yeah.
matter as long as it's there.
Yeah, you're dead, so it's cool.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, bad luck for that guy in Iran, the Ayatollah Asaholi. Oh, he doesn't win. He failed at Plinko.
Mm-hmm. He got beat.
Yes.
He got beat like the camel's ass that he beat. You know.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, look at this here goat. I'm gonna clap this goat's cheeks, and I'm gonna be a winner. And it's like, nope, no, you're not.
He probably did. And that's another thing. It all comes back to what this how we started talking about this. The wrong people are mad about this. And they're also mad about the right people being mad about it.
Yes.
Just as they were wrong about being mad of the people that were happy in Venezuela when we captured Maduro. Like, you guys don't live there. You're just... Why are you supporting this truly fascist, or at least dictatorships?
Well, Trev, we know the short answer to that is very obvious. Because Trump did it.
Yes.
If Obama had done this or Biden had done this, it would be widely celebrated across all across all sides, actually. Because I think even the right would be like, well done.
I would have to give credit where credit's due. If a
Absolutely.
Democratic president did this, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Trav, when Obama came out and announced that we got
Bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden, I was overwhelmed with pride to be an American. I was overwhelmed,
Same.
like I was relieved. I was happy. I'll never forget. I was watching the Sunday night baseball game. I believe it was between the Phillies and the Nationals. It was the Phillies Nationals. I forget who it was, but I had Sunday night baseball on, and all of a sudden, like I'm hearing chants in the crowd of like USA, USA. I'm like, what the fuck are they USAing for? And I'm like, who's coming up to bat? What is this? And then they broke the news during the broadcast, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
No way! And I ran to my computer because I didn't have like social media like on my phone like I do now back then. And I ran to my computer and I was like, we got Bin Laden? I'm like, no shit. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, and then
Yes.
I went to social media and it was like, everything was just a buzz with American pride. And just this overwhelming sense of like, fuck yeah, dude. We're America. Fuck you. We get you. We'll always get our guy.
Granted, I would have liked to have seen pictures of the body, but It seems they did it.
I mean, listen, if Robert O'Neill's a liar, he's the greatest liar in the history of liars.
Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't happen. It's just like, there's pictures of Che Guevara's dead body. There, and like Mussolini after the crowd killed him.
Right, but that was pretty public. That was a public execution. That wasn't even like.
Yeah, same with Gaddafi.
Ooh, yeah. Remember when like Tosh.0 did like the whole like you got Gaddafi.
Yeah, you got a box cutter to your balls.
Yeah, or just a sword up your ass.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Literally a sword up your ass.
But yeah, dude, I celebrated the Obama thing. I remember seeing footage of people in New York in like Times Square. They're blasting Miley Cyrus's "Party in the USA."
Yeah.
And now that song is synonymous with that moment for me. And so I will unironically sing it at karaoke sometime.
I mean, but that makes all the sense in the world. But Trav, you and I, right? We are not the biggest Obama fans.
No. Far from it.
We were huge Obama fans that night. Like, we were fans of what they did. We were fans of, because we...
For that, specifically.
We looked at the result, and we said, that's a plus.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We can get behind that.
I think we should all be able to agree on this. Same with this that just happened.
However, if you look at it, Trav, across the board, the left is not happy with this. They're doing everything they can to destroy, to try to. It's like the same way they're doing the same shit that they did a week ago with the men's hockey and the gold medal.
He's trying to distract you from the fact that he's in the Epstein files and he's a pedophile. It's like,
oh my God,
I can't wait till they all get sued for libel because so many of them are saying it.
Can I just say this too, like, and this is a problem that we have on the right. It's a problem, but a good problem. And I had this conversation with a buddy of mine at the gym today who brought this point up. And he's a really smart kid, and he's been around the world, literally. He's fought in wars and done stuff for this country, that unspeakable things for this country.
I'm proud of your boy.
And I'm super proud of him, and he's a terrific human being. And he brought up an excellent point today. He said, I said, because, the right has become divided on this strike in Iran, right? Like, you've got, like, Candace Owens and the Hodge twins and Tucker Carlson, calling Trump a traitor and all this other shit because we're doing Israel's bidding and all this other blah, 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 blah bullshit. And he made a point. He said, he goes, it's good on the right that, like, we're kind of divided on certain issues like Israel. He goes, that's good. That's healthy. That means that we can have a conversation, a back and forth of what do we do? What do we don't do? How should we handle this? Whereas with the left, everybody just walks in lockstep. There is no dissent. If you pull a John Fetterman, like, cool, you're out of the Democrat Party. Like, yeah. John Fetterman might be out of politics by the next midterm or the next time that an election he's up for re-election, or he might have to run as an independent or a Republican.
Yeah,
because he's gone against the Democrats in almost every facet of the manner, especially the squad, with his support of Israel and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But my buddy made the point of, like, he's like, it's good that on the right that we have this kind of divide where we can have these conversations. He goes, but the problem with that is the left, they march in lockstep on everything. If you break formation, you are cast off the island immediately. You're just gone.
Yeah, they throw you to the wolves.
We'll replace you with somebody who wants to do what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas on the right, we have the open discussion. But because we have that divide, it inherently hurts us because the left.
It's a divide.
Right. They're not divided. They're all voting on one thing and one thing only. Whereas on the right, we're like, no, we got a bunch of shit we want to fucking tackle. And we're not going to all agree on it. So we got to find candidates and things along that. And it actually ends up being a drawback to the right because we're doing the right thing by having open discourse about these issues.
Yes. Absolutely.
That being said, the way that I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of sick of this, like, anti-Israel meme that's kind of taken off. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm down to rip on the Jews all day long and poke fun at them and whatever, and like say this, that, the other thing, and make fun of it and all that. But like, I feel like Israel has become the right's version of like victimhood.
Yeah,
where
I agree with that.
where like the right is just like, oh well, it's Israel. Like, why are we doing Israel's bidding and Israel and Israel and the Jews and the Jews? And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, what do you think? Like, you think like every Jew that you know is like going to like these secret meetings in underground tunnels every weekend and being like, how do we get the goyim to eat more slop? Like, no, like that's not what's happening. Like, the Jewish people I know that I'm friends with, they're not they're not fucking these evil fucking monsters that you want them to be. Now, you can disagree with Israel and their politics and the way
Yes.
that they use us and we use them and vice versa.
Yeah,
But I
because they
think it's
do. It's yeah. I'm not a fan of our partnership with them.
I think it's become. I think the relationship is one of need, and not one of like whose best interest is at stake here. Like, I don't think Israel has our best interest at stake, and I don't think we have Israel's best interest at stake. But we kind of have to do what Israel wants us to do because we kind of fucking need Israel. Like,
just because of where it is geographically.
Correct. And if we want to continue to be the world superpower that we are, and that we continue to demonstrate that we are, because, I mean, we've flexed our nuts in this first year of Trump's presidency harder than I think we've ever flexed our nuts militarily. Since the end of World War II.
And nothing bad has happened to. We've lost a few troops, maybe here and there, but by and large, it's all been strikes, like either by bombers or drones.
I know we've confirmed we've lost four service members so far throughout this, which sucks.
Yes, absolutely.
That's brutal. I don't ever want to see that. Like, I got a friend and neighbor who's in the UAE right now, and he's like, yeah, we're under missile attack like shit's getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but he's over there and he's doing his thing, and my hat's off to them. Like,
absolutely,
much respect. Please come home safe and in one piece. Like, that's all I ask. And I get it. You sign up to go do these things, and you enlist, and you go over there and you fight these wars and these battles, and you do it sometimes at the behest of people that you don't like, but it's what you signed up for, and they understand that better than anybody. I don't need to sit here and preach about it, but my thing is like, I just think the whole Israel thing has become kind of like just overblown in a lot of ways.
Yeah, you're right in saying it's kind of the right wing thing excuse to use.
Yeah, it's
a blanket statement.
Like, the left uses racism and whatever phobia that they have, and we just use Israel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Like, are we really doing this again? Like, and I get it, like the doomers and the never Trumpers and the doomers and the black pill people and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
They're all, Israel runs the world and everything. Why are we in Israel's pocket? And fuck Israel and fuck this. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, all right, if you're so sick of fucking Israel, go fucking run for office on an Israeli or anti-Jew fucking platform, and let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah.
Because we saw that happen once,
mm-hmm.
and it didn't work out too well for that guy.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, Kelsey agrees with us. She said it's not the people of Israel, it's the government that's the problem.
Absolutely. And
yeah.
I don't, and I'm not, and believe me, I'm not one to simp out for the Israelis either. Like,
same.
If Israel and Palestine want to fucking go at it, by all means, go at it. Bomb yourselves into the fucking Stone Age. I really don't care.
Said it several times on the show. Let them duke it out.
In the words of what's his name, Shinibu, whatever, from the Godzilla movie, let them fight.
Yeah, I know. his actual name more than I know the character. But yeah, Ken Watanabe,
Ken
uh,
Watanabe. That's what it was. Thank you.
great actor.
I was thinking of the wrong
But yeah,
guy. That was
let them
the other guy.
fight. Let them turn it into a glass parking lot. Uh,
Yep.
it shouldn't be our problem. I get why we're allies with them. Again, it's just because of the geographic location. We need a safe area for our troops to be there if we need to be there, and that it makes sense in that regard. But other than that, no. Do they have some influence on us? I would say so, be due to our agreements
Of course.
with them. But do I think they control everything on a global scale and not just Israel, but all Jewish people? Absolutely not. Like you said, I know I've plenty of Jewish friends. They're people, but granted that they're Americans. They've been here forever. Uh, so they don't have the tie to Israel. They're not Israeli that came here.
Right. Like I said, even I met that kid from Israel on my vacation. He was just like, yeah. He's like, it's not the regular Jews. Like, it's the Hasidic Jews. And he went on this whole thing about like, the crazy Jews or whatever, and like
The Zionists.
yeah, and he's like, and even he was like, I'm from Israel, and he's like, not all of us are like this. He's like, it's the crazy ones, and I get that because there are extremists from every religion, right? Like,
Yes,
you know,
100%.
we've seen that throughout history. Like, religion, no way, religious fanaticism is a thing. Oh my god, color me shocked. Like, but I just feel like everybody who's getting, who the people who are like coming out against Trump and being like, Trump's a liar, this is a fall from grace for Trump, like all this like negative shit about Trump. I'm like, first of all, like you don't have an ounce of the information that you think you do. Now, like I said, I had this conversation with my buddy at the gym today. He's seen a lot more shit than I have. He's done a lot more shit than I have, in terms of like international affairs and things of whatnot.
Yeah,
He has a
of
lot
course.
more knowledge than that, and he said, I don't have a fucking clue of what's going on. He goes, I'm not privy to the information that Pete Hegseth and the President of the United States have. He's like, that'd be ridiculous if I did. Like, could you imagine what a world we would live in if everybody had the same access to the same information?
Yeah, no,
There'd be pure chaos every fucking day.
no. He gets his orders. He follows them.
Correct. And
It's a chain of command. Not everyone's. That's a huge breach of intel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're not here to ask why. You're just here to fucking die. Now go die. If we need you to. Like, that's kind of, whatever. Like, that's the whole, that's the joke. But also don't die because it's kind of a lot to train you guys, and you guys expensive equipment, and we want that back. But
of
more
course.
importantly, I want you back because you're a fucking American, you're a human being, and I want you to come back and be able to live and enjoy your life.
Hmm.
But that being said, try like the whole like. So I don't know if you followed like the Hodge twins over the last couple of years.
Here and there.
Yeah, like
I
I'm
like
not
them for the most part. They're
They're-
fine.
Yeah, they were like one of those like fringe people that I would watch every once in a while. They were like a Charlie Kirk to me. Like, I didn't watch everything they did, but I would see the clips on Twitter or like YouTube or whatever, and like 35 second to a minute clip, 90-second clip, whatever. I was like, oh, they're funny, like, cool.
Yeah.
And they were comedians, and that's their thing. And then they come out and they're like, we're doing this all at the behest of Israel, and Trump caved to Israel and all this other shit. And I'm just like, man, you guys sound so tired already. Like, first of all, like, no, we're not doing this at the behest of Israel. Israel is one of our allies. We don't do anything for Israel. I mean, we do stuff for Israel, but like, it's not the way you think it is. And I think that's what's kind of getting fucking annoying, is that everybody just sits here and like, well, we're going to blame the Jews. We're going to blame the Jews. And I'm like, that's kind of a cop-out at this point.
Yes, and I agree with that. Although I will say, I think Israel had some influence on this happening, but
They
not to
definitely
the
did.
not to the degree that some will make it out to be. Because
Of course.
at the end of the day, it's like you brought up earlier how we started talking about this, at least this part of it, being that this is good for everybody. Like,
Yeah, who's this bad? Right, that's my thing is like, who is this bad for? Now, it's bad for us if we do the old, the old Colin Powell Pottery Barn tactic, which was the tactic of the last, I would say, what, 4 presidents prior to Trump, and Bush, Clinton,
Mhm.
Bush, Obama, where, for those that don't know what the Pottery Barn theory is, it's if you break it, you buy it. So if you go into a country and you fucking destroy it, you got to rebuild it and help them rebuild and put in a government and rebuild their infrastructure and everything else. I don't think that's what this is. I think this is just Trump cutting the head off a snake and saying we're done with you.
yeah.
And not for nothing, but Trump has given Iran about 750,000 opportunities
Yeah,
to
after
fuck off and stop what they're doing.
we struck them in July of last
they
year.
didn't.
And then negotiations kept happening, and then flip flopping here and there. Never a solid agreement, and then it's just like, all right, you know what? Well,
And one of the big things that people were talking about too is they're like, oh, I thought we destroyed, their nuclear program, and I thought it was completely wiped out. Like, yeah, we decimated their nuclear program, but they were still committed to building ballistic missiles.
Yeah.
Which means they could buy nukes from other country and equip them on their missiles. Like, the missile is the harder part. Like, the nuke part is hard, but the missile is just as hard. So if they can build ballistic missiles, ICBMs, which stands for Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, meaning it could strike the United States,
yeah.
that's a fucking problem. Like, if the people who are chanting death to America in the streets have the ability to bring death to America by launching a nuclear bomb at a major city, that's a pretty big fucking problem for us. Because you can't shoot those down. You can't intercept them. At least not to our knowledge.
And even then, if you could, it would still, if it's a nuke, it's going to be in the atmosphere wherever it is. So
Now, cool, great. So now we got an EMP above a major population center, and now
Yeah.
the grid goes down for God knows how long.
Exactly.
Awesome. I don't know if you know. I mean, could you imagine the power going out in like the major, like in like the New York City area, in like that major population center with 12.5 million people?
How fast society collapses.
Just crumbles.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
like
if you think crime is out of control now, holy shit.
I just watched. I showed it to my girlfriend the other day. The Netflix documentary on the poop cruise.
Oh yeah.
And how it only took like a day and a half with no power on the ship for everyone to just immediately be like cavemen. Like,
Yeah.
This is mine. They started hoarding food and resources and like getting territorial about their space on the deck because there was no AC in the ship itself, like the interior.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it went like that. So imagine that on a much larger scale.
Yeah, in a scale where people have guns and weapons and shit that you can't bring on a cruise ship.
Yes.
But yeah, it just, again, like bringing it back to the point of like who's mad about this.
Yep.
I always judge, like, one of my main barometers of like am I on the right side of this? Like, am I wrong? Am I off here? I always look at the people who are on the opposite side of me, if you will,
Yes.
and see what they're saying. So, like, whenever I look at the left, I'm like, if a bunch of my leftist liberal friends and my communist cousins are mad about this, that probably means that I should be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will assess the situation from there. And so far, so good. Like, it works, 60% of the time. It works every time.
Sex Panther.
But, yeah, it smells like pure gasoline.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, my nostrils are singed. You know, it's quite pungent. But
Yes.
I know, like, you and I know, Trav, that like we know where we lie on most things. Like, I knew when my wife asked me tonight, like, how I felt about because we haven't really talked about the strikes in Iran because it was like it happened and we just didn't really talk about it. It started happening and on what, Friday night, and we didn't really talk about it over the weekend. Just never came up. And then she
Yep.
asked me today because she was, you know, listening to her podcast and her shit and whatever. She's like, "How do you feel about it?" And I said, "I'm all for it, honestly."
Yeah.
Uh, I said, I don't care if people think it's at the behest of Israel. If it's because if it's good for Israel, it's probably good for us. Is kind of what I've gathered through most of this shit. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean everything, but you know, most of the
Yeah.
time, if Israel's pushing for something, probably in our best interest too. Now, there might be differing opinions on who it benefits more and whatever and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, yeah, like if Israel's for it, then I'm probably for it too. Because even though they might be my enemy, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and I
Yeah.
always look at it that way. So she asked me, and I was like, I'm all for it. I said, we're not. And Pete Hegseth came out and said, this isn't a forever war. We're not going in nation building. We're going to strike them. We're going to kill them. We're going to take them out, eliminate them, and that's going to be the end of it. And then when we're done, we're done. We're out.
Yeah.
We're not putting boots on the ground to go in and help and, you know, rebuild and everything. Like, nope. Here it is, Iranian people. Here's your free pass. We just wiped out your fucking tyrannical, lunatic religious regime.
Yeah. No,
Do with
you
that what you will.
you
Don't
guys
fuck it up.
figure it out.
Yeah. Don't fuck it up. Like,
Yeah.
we just threw you the keys to a Ferrari. Keep
Mhm.
it off the rails. Don't fucking, don't miss a shift and blow the transmission.
Yeah, don't
And-
be Leo in Wolf of Wall Street. Take too many lemon heads and then try to drive it home.
Yeah, or, don't be Ryan Dunn about it,
Mm-hmm.
There's that too.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
but yeah, we got jokes. Are they tasteless? Maybe.
That one hit because it actually was real.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. Those are usually the best ones.
Mhm.
But just, yeah, don't fuck this up. Like, this is what we got for you. Here you go. It cost American lives to do this. Fucking run with it. And I think for the most part, the Iranian people didn't want this regime. They didn't want this leadership. It was forced on them, like I said, 47 years ago.
Yep.
And now they're feeling like they're back. They're back in the relevant world. And I think a lot of a lot of the UAE, if you will, or the whole Middle East is feeling like this is a great thing, because now they're like, oh, good. Now without Iran here, we can actually start to bring in people from other parts of the world, like tourism and everything else, and show people how beautiful this area of the world is,
Right.
and turn it into a fucking destination spot. You know what I mean? Like, where people want to honeymoon and go and vacation. I mean, I'd never want to go to the Middle East as an American.
But would you go to Dubai?
I mean, I would go to Dubai, but I would be very careful.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not stupid, dude. They don't like us over there.
Well,
You
they
know,
like
a
if you
lot
have
of-
money, yeah. But other than that, you're
Yeah,
not
like
wrong.
if you just go over there like as like a fucking broke American, they're like, they don't give a fuck.
No.
You're nobody. They could kill you and get away with it. Their dad's a sheik who owns, $20 billion worth of fucking oil fields. Like,
Hmm.
whatever, dude. Like, they don't give a shit. It's a different world over there.
Well, that's what Iran could potentially turn into if they went that route, as you seem to suggesting.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to if the Middle East is going to become like a destination spot, and I mean, you've got the Burj Khalifa and the UAE and the United Emirates, and Dubai and all this other shit, and like I mean, there's what like 3, 4, 5 Formula One races in that region of the world every single year. Like, there's billions of dollars to be fucking had over there. But what we could do with a lot less of is the fucking fanatical Muslims.
Yeah.
Which I think
Of
the
course.
rest of the world could do with a lot less of.
Yes.
Not for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I would personally apply that to any fanatical religious person in general, but yes.
Oh, 100%.
Especially the Muslims.
But like, how many fanatical Christians do you see fucking, flying planes into buildings? Not many.
Right.
Not many. There's a lot more fanatical transgenders that are out there murdering Christians than there are Christians murdering people. So,
for sure. Yes, of course.
What are we doing? What are we actually doing, and what are we actually talking about here? Again, like you said, anybody who's fanatical within a religion is no go. Like, no, we're cool. I mean, the only fanatical religion that I would subscribe to is the religion of Tiberium, and I will pray at the altar of Cain. That's it.
Yes. Yes, Brotherhood of...
Because the Brotherhood of Nod is thick, sir.
Yes.
For the Brotherhood.
I'd have to agree with you on that.
Because I want to drive some fucking Scorpion tanks, and you know what I mean? Whatever.
Those are cool as shit.
Yeah, man. Very effective against infantry.
Yes. Well, yeah, you got to know what units to get. There's a balance.
Exactly.
But yeah, their units are fun, of course.
Every single time, all I think about is every time like when you're playing Command and Conquer and the thing just goes unit ready,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, dog, I'm cranking out riflemen right now. Like, you don't need to tell me when every single one of these disposable fucking guys I'm cranking out with is ready. Like, can you just shut up?
Yeah, I need some fodder before I can get a couple more tanks out there.
Yeah, and just unit ready, vehicle ready. You're like, what is it? Obelisk online. You're like, oh my god, Jesus Christ! Like, thank you.
It becomes overload once you have a good network set up. Like,
fucking god, I love that game. Our base is under attack. You're like, god damn it!
mm-hmm.
Our harvester is under attack. You're like, oh, you fucking Harvey killing motherfuckers! I swear to God.
You fucking with my money?
Fuck with my money, man. You got money for mustaches? Where's my money? But anyway, back to
yeah.
I love we get these sidebars better than anybody. It's great.
They're pretty good. Sometimes they go on for a while, but I'm not mad about them.
No, me neither. Because you know what? Because like we'll introduce like all of a sudden we'll be talking about like Command and Conquer or Red Alert, whatever, and next thing you know we're like, oh yeah, and then you remember that time like Michael Ironsides was in that game, and you're like, oh yeah, Michael Ironsides, fucking great. He was fucking awesome, and Starship Troopers, and then you're like, oh yeah, which by the way we're getting a sequel to, and you're like, fuck yeah, like
shit, that reminds me of that.
Yeah, exactly. And then speaking of good sequels that we're getting too, do you know we're getting Scary Movie 6 in June?
I'm aware. I heard that the trailer dropped.
It did.
One of my friends in one of my group chats said it looks just kind of meh.
Oh no!
Based on the
this
trailer,
is gonna be fucking awesome.
I haven't watched it yet, so I can't.
It's gonna be because it's the original cast.
Okay.
It's the Wayans brothers. It's what's her name there? The goofy girl that plays
Anna Faris.
Yes, Anna Faris.
Yeah.
It's all like it's a bunch of the original characters.
Okay.
And my wife watched the trailer tonight. I showed it to her, and she was like, "Oh my god!" Like, we don't go to the movies often, but we're definitely going to see that.
Okay. Yeah, I've yet to watch the trailer, so I'll reserve judgment until then.
It's gonna be scary. It's a scary movie. You already know what it's about. You already know what it's gonna be. It's just a matter of how hard you're gonna laugh during.
Yes. Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what they tackle when making jokes about current shit, because that's it.
Oh, the first opening thing of the trailer it's like on a subway, and it's just a trailer, but I'll spoil it for you anyway. But it like he pulls like he's like a dancing baby, and then he pulls the thing off, and he's like he pulls a mask off, but underneath is the scream mask,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, and then he stabs this girl, and this woman on the train's like, "Oh my god, he just stabbed her!" And the girl who's got the knife in her gut just looks, she goes, "Her, my pronouns are they, them. He just stabbed them," and like it, and then it just goes from there, and you're like, "Oh fuck yeah, this is gonna be fucking great."
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll give the trailer a shot, and I'll.
Oh, the trailer's gonna be funny as shit. I'm gonna go see it in the theaters because I know my wife is gonna want to see it now. So, which any excuse for me to eat movie theater popcorn, I'll take.
Yes, despite the markup of it's ridiculous, but
Oh, it's insane. But that butter sauce that they use on it, that fake oil butter, is just fantastic.
it slaps. I mean,
Yeah, I love waking
it's
up
good.
the day after, like the morning after I go to a movie, and I'm just like my lips are like crusty, and I'm like, "Mwah. Why is everything so dry?" And I'm just like, "Because you are just pure salt, sir.
yeah,
Like,
you had
you just bathed in salt."
the
for
amount
3
of
hours.
sodium in that was like 3 days worth, probably.
And I always add extra because I'm a fucking salt whore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I mean, it tastes great.
I mean, can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
You really
oh,
can't.
You
I'm not.
can.
I'm
My
not sure.
doctor might disagree, but
Well, yeah, depending on your cholesterol.
yeah. Which thankfully for me, knock on wood, I'm good.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, every time I go to the doctor, I get my blood work done and all my shit done and everything. They're just like, "Dude, you're fucking healthy as a horse." And I'm like, I feel like Tim Allen in the Santa Claus. I'm like, "Yeah, fucking Clydesdale,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
fucking fat fucking horse, but whatever."
Yeah, I used to have somewhat high cholesterol, not like where it was a problem, but they were like, "Hey, you need to like cut back on certain things." I was like, "But I love cheese." So,
Who
but
doesn't?
I have cut back on that. I still enjoy it here and there, but not as much as I used to, which wasn't that much, to
Right.
be honest. But yeah, ever since then, it's been like 3 years. Yeah, no, all your blood work looks great.
I've been on a kick the last couple of Sundays where like my go-to lunch has been grilled cheeses.
I mean, they're classic.
I mean, I'll go to Shaw's and I'll just get like wicked expensive like cheese and
Oh,
like
okay.
slice it and just like I'll do the mayonnaise on the bread and grill
Yes.
them and
Hmm.
then make the grilled cheese and then just sit there and just be like, "Oh my god, this is so fucking good," And I'm like, it doesn't fill me up. It provides no nutritional value at all. Like it's pretty much like a fucking waste. It's just there to satiate me in the moment because it's like Chinese food. Like 20 minutes later, you're hungry,
Yes.
but it's just so goddamn good when you go and get like a nice fucking Gouda.
Oh yeah, like a smoked Gouda.
Yep, and some quality ass fucking cheddar.
Mm.
Because like we say in Boston, cheddar makes
Cheddar.
it better.
It certainly
Uh,
does. But yeah, I'll add like tomato and bacon in there too.
Tomato I won't do. I'm an anti-tomato guy until I'm not. But
Some
yeah,
people don't like them.
I I used to hate him as a kid. I think now I enjoy him. Now that I think about it. But when I was a kid, I fucking hated him. So it's still like one of those foods that like as soon as somebody mentions, I'm like, eh. Like I never order them on my cheeseburgers. Like if I go out to eat, like we
Hmm.
went to my wife and I went to Max's Dogs
Yep.
this weekend. Max's Burger and Dogs, Route 6.
Yep.
Fucking awesome fucking place. Like between them and Sixes and Sevens downtown, they're two totally different styles of burgers, but like they're like 1 and 1A on any given day.
Sure.
Like those are the two best burgers you can find within a 60-mile radius, I guarantee it. But we frequent both because they both have and both happen to have Keno, which is a big plus.
Yeah.
But like
There you go.
Sixes does smash burgers,
Hmm.
and then Max's does like full blown like charbroiled burgers.
And not smash. So yeah, they're.
Yeah, so they're like thicky boys,
Mhm.
but they're not like overly thick. They're not like like when you go to like a Chili's or like a fucking Applebee's and they give you like this big fucking monstrous burger and everything's falling out of the bun and it's just a big mess and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's not like that. I would say Max's burgers taste like what Burger King would taste like if Burger King didn't suck.
I can, because I haven't been to 6s and 7s, but I've been to Max's, and I can attest to that statement.
You know what I mean? Like if Burger King's burgers weren't shit, made like shit, and they were actually made like fresh on the spot, like the way they were intended to be.
Yeah.
That's kind of how Max's is. But when I go to Max's, all I get was onions, pickles, lettuce, cheese. That's it.
Okay.
I'm a no tomato on my burger kind of guy.
Hey, to each their own.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. But I'm not a big ketchup guy either. But then again, love me some fucking pasta sauce. You know, I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's a tomato derivative, but it's not a straight up tomato.
I like tomatoes in every form except their original.
Hey, again, to each their own, dude. I would eat. I would still to this day just eat a nice.
I'm making
big...
myself out to sound like this like picky ass eater when in fact I just fucking inhale food.
Right, but dude, to this day, I will still, as a kid, what I used to do, just get a nice big hand-sized tomato, bite into it, and then sprinkle some salt on that.
Oh, bite
just
it
eat it like a hand fruit.
My mom used to do that all the time.
That's how I learned it, because my mom did.
Yeah, my mom did that. My mom was like, but my mom's obsessed with salt. I think she was doing it more just to get the salt. You know what I mean? Like, I would prefer, like, taking a cucumber, quarter that shit the long way, salt it, and then eat it.
Oh, yeah, we used to do that, too, with some black pepper and...
A little bit of vinegar, maybe.
Or slice up a bigger cucumber, some onions, and throw some cherry tomatoes in there. Some, white or red wine vinegar and some olive oil. Little side salad kind of thing.
I like it.
It's not bad.
When I went to Greece and I had the Greek salad, and there was no lettuce in it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And like, this is how we do Greek salads in Greece. And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, salad's a different thing in regions.
Forgot where I was. This comes with like peppers, onions, cucumbers, like all the veggies, tomatoes, and then a wedge of feta. And I'm like, where's the lettuce? And they're like, fucking Americans.
That's an American salad.
Yeah, they're like, it's an American pizza place Greek salad.
That's just how you get your lettuce farmers to sell lettuce, because what else are you going to use it in? I mean, yeah, you put it on sandwiches, but...
I mean, listen, man, I made tuna sandwiches at work last week, and I used a lot of lettuce. I'm a big lettuce fan.
Oh, it works. I like a good salad. You know, some protein on there, whether it be chicken or beef or
fuck yeah,
what
dude.
have you.
Salad's my favorite drunk food, actually.
I mean, it can be very tasty.
I mean, well, because think about it, like you get the crunch, and then if you add the right dressing, you get the salt.
Mm-hmm.
It's salty, crunchy. It satisfies all the drunk cravings.
Yeah, I throw in croutons when I can, because
I don't even need the croûtes. My wife usually eats my croûtes. We go out to dinner, I get a Caesar salad, she'll eat all my croutons.
I'm not saying they're necessary, but I like them here and there. Like in a Caesar.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah.
I'll nibble on them, but like my wife eats most of mine.
Hey, as long as you don't mind it.
No. And then we went to whatever pasta house is called, Boca.
Yeah, not Boca de Fagoccinis, but Boca.
Boca, yeah, not Boca de Fagocchini. But we went there last week, and I got a Caesar salad with anchovies on it.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, that was the best Caesar salad I've ever had in my entire life.
Well, if they do it right, did they make the dressing in front of you?
They didn't make it in front of me, but it was definitely homemade dressing.
Mm-hmm. Because there's anchovies in that.
And then, the anchovies that they put on the salad were not your, like, typical, like, out of the can, super salty anchovies. These were, like, almost like fresh chovies.
And probably just in some olive oil.
Yeah, barely salted, and they were fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
In fact, I want to go there again. Now that you got me talking about it.
Oh, they got good food there.
Honestly, probably if I was going to go any restaurant in the area, hands down, that would probably be my number one pick.
I can't say I disagree with you. If I want Italian and also some other stuff like
'Cause,
Italian
well, that's the
American,
thing, they cover all the bases there.
it's still the same owners as when it was a pasta house. It's just they
Oh yeah,
made us an agreement with some other place that was also called the Pasta House, even though they had used that name for like at least 20 years.
I mean, as long as I can remember it being.
Yes, it was always the Pasta House. Remember how it looked back in the day? It looked like it looked like something out of Scarface, but not the Miami motif. But it
Right.
like very ornate, everything. It was like, holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was our for a long time. That was me and my dad and my brother's go-to spot on Christmas Eve.
Oh shit! They were open on Christmas Eve.
They were open for lunch on Christmas Eve, and we went there for like 4 or 5 years in a row, and it was, dude, just phenomenal because they had the best fucking French dip that you could find,
Mm.
and it was just unbelievably good. And so we made that like our tradition for a long time.
I love me a French dip.
Me too.
When done right, ooh,
Yeah, when done right, damn near unstoppable, dude.
it hits all the right spots in terms of flavors. It's
Mm-hmm.
for that savory taste. Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
absolutely. Well, I don't think I have anything else to say about Iran.
I mean, other than fuck them,
Yeah,
no,
and-
I don't either. But again, I'll just leave this with, for the people that are listening, whatever, or whoever listens to this down the road, like, just fucking nobody knows how this is going to turn out. Like, like I said, I was all gung-ho about going into Iraq in 2003. Even though I was 18 years old, I didn't know any better, whatever, but I thought that was a good idea based on what I knew at the time. Looking back at it, it was a terrible idea. It was a horrible idea. We should never have done it. Now, I'm going to judge this on the results. And I know that's kind of like a lot of people feel like that's like a pussy's way out, where you're like, well, what do you mean you're going to judge on the results? No, I'm going to wait till I see the results of the actions before I make a judgment on whether or not this was a good idea.
I wouldn't
It's a-
call it a pussy response or take on it. I'd say it's being cautious about how you say certain. Well, not cautious, but like you're taking it for what it is right now, and overall, the initial outcome of what happened on Saturday was good. We have to see how
Right.
it plays out.
So far, so positive. I mean, granted, yes, we're down 4 American lives. That fucking sucks. I don't
Mhm.
ever want to see that. I wish that it stayed at 0. But the business of war does not include no casualties. Like, that's not always a possibility. Like, there's that's gonna happen no matter what. Like, you're going to war.
Well,
People
to be
die in
clear,
war.
war has not been declared.
It's
So-
not been declared, but war was never declared for Vietnam either. But go ask anybody who was over in Vietnam,
Yes.
if they felt like it was a war or not.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna wait to reserve judgment on this one. I trust Trump. I trust the administration that this is not going to become a 20-year endeavor where now we're trying to, fill a vacuum.
Yeah,
that we
and
created.
spending resources over there, sending
Yeah.
troops over there potentially to get killed as well. No, minimize it. Take out that fucking asshole.
We cut out the head of the snake. Now let the Iranian people decide what they want to do with it. If they fuck up again, we'll be back in 20 years to cut the head off the snake again.
But for now, like you said, here you got a golden ticket.
Pretty much. So, I hope the Iranian baddies keep posting to Twitter.
Yes,
And
because back in the 70s, they were fucking progressive as shit in terms of like how not progressive in politics, maybe more so than they have been since
Mhm.
then. But women could dress however they wanted. They had
Yeah.
equal rights to men. That's why it's so hilarious to me that white women here, who always
Yeah.
complain about America, are trying to tell Iranian women how to think.
Well, you know what's funny to me, Travis, and I'll leave it on this. I remember my aunt telling me at my brother's wedding last September before the election that, and she was a relatively conservative voter. She had voted for Trump in 16 and 2020,
Yep.
but she wasn't going to vote for him again in 2024. And I said, why? And she said, well, have you seen what he's going to do to women's rights? And I said, what do you mean women's rights? Like, what are you talking about, women's rights? Well, he's going to repeal Roe v. Wade. And she, have you ever seen The Handmaid's Tale? And I was like, and immediately I was like, oh no, you've been talking to my cousin, haven't you? Her daughter.
Ah, shit. Well,
And
it's her daughter, so
And she's my cousin's like 10 years younger than me, maybe a little bit more, little less. And I'm like, oh God, I'm like, you've been talking to Sarah, haven't you? Like, oh my God. I'm like, no, I'm like, you know what The Handmaid's Tale is, right? I was like, The Handmaid's Tale was written as a reflection of Islam,
mm-hmm.
but they had to put, white women in the show to make it sellable to the Western civilization.
Yeah, and then the whole outfit design.
Yeah, and then
it's like Protestant.
Yeah, they make them look like a bunch of pilgrims.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm like, that's all based off of Islam, off of the Quran. Like that's not, that has nothing to do with us. And she's like, well, that's what they're gonna do to people. I'm like, no, I'm like, we're not electing. I mean, unless you elect a Muslim to run the country, like the UK did.
Yeah.
Then you have nothing to worry about. And she's like, no. And like, I'm like, oh God. And I'm like, and I saw my arm, I'm like, calm down. I'm like, just keep voting the way you've been voting. You'll be fine. Trust me.
The craziest part to me, and me talking about all of this with this will be my final point. Those leftists, they do not care about America.
Nope.
Well, living here, complaining about it the most, and they have the bleeding hearts for those in other countries. It's like, you should focus on what's happening here. They are, but not in the right ways. At least in my opinion. They're focusing on minor little shit that doesn't add up to anything.
They're focusing on things that allow them to get applause on social media. That's all they're doing. They want having a trans kid is a trophy. Championing for a minority is a trophy. They've gotten to the point of suicidal empathy. I mean, we talk about this woman who got stabbed in Virginia on the metro again by an illegal alien who'd been arrested 30 times, including, rape and aggravated assault. Why was this guy even allowed to be roaming free in society to stab a fucking woman on the train? Again, like, what are we talking? Like, what the left has gone to levels of suicidal empathy. And we've talked about this ad nauseum.
I mean, it's the most applicable way to describe it. It literally is. They're spiting their nose off. They're cutting off their nose to spite their face. They're like, well, yeah, we're hurting, but
because they're so
I'm morally superior to you because I'm saying these words. It's like, no, one, you're not, and two, you're causing all these problems.
Right, and they're so narcissistic they don't realize they're causing all the problems, and their levels of narcissism and empathy, they think that all these third world country people from whether it be Venezuela, South America, wherever, Somalia, name a place,
you name it.
They think that all those people want the same thing that they do, and it's like, no, they come from a world where if you're dumb enough to get tricked, they take it from you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're welcoming them in and bringing them in, and you're saying like, oh yeah, no, we'll bring them in because they're poor things and they need our help. They need my help. The liberal white woman, they need my help. And you're like, no, they don't. And then they take advantage of you. They rape and kill you. And then you go, well, it's just because they come from a different background. Yeah, no shit. One that prioritizes rape, killing, and stealing over being a fucking nice person.
Yes.
So why don't you fuck off with your fucking suicidal empathy and get these fucking people the fuck out of our country? If you import the third world, you will become the third world. We don't want the third world. We only want, no, you want to come to this country, you come here, you do it right, and you prove that you want to be a citizen and that you are going to assimilate and you are going to take our values and uphold them. Not the other way around.
Yeah.
I don't give a flying fuck what country you came from. Well, this is how we do things in my country. Cool. You're not in your fucking country anymore, dickhead. This is how we do things in my country.
Well, and keep your customs and your beliefs from wherever you came from. That's fine, but you're living here. You got to do the bare minimum.
Unless your customs and beliefs include raping and murdering innocent women.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen, of course.
Or other people, like, no, that's not, no. Those, you can leave those customs at the door.
Yeah.
I'm all set. Like, I'm so, every day I become like one step closer to actually becoming radicalized, I feel. And it's just like, God damn it, dude. Like, no. Like, just, woosah, calm down.
Goose fraba.
But it's all fun and games until it happens to somebody you know or love. And then it's not so fucking funny anymore.
True.
You know, this is all shit that we're looking at kind of, you know, in a way from afar. Because, like, well, I'm not that close to Virginia or California or Alabama or Georgia or wherever. But people are getting, you know, I didn't know Laken Riley personally, but I can assume her family is still probably not over her death.
Yeah.
So how am I going to, you know, I don't know. I just try to. That's the difference between the right and the left is on the right. We have empathy to the point where we feel for those people who had something taken from them. And immediately our thought process is, okay, how do we fix it?
Yes, and it's not to the point where it's detrimental to ourselves. We have a cutoff point.
Yeah.
Where we're like, okay, shit, that's fucked up, but not much I can do about it. Or it's like, well, now I'm just funding
right, but
some other assholes.
Am I going to stand by and just do nothing and sit on my hands while American citizens get murdered by illegal immigrants who've been arrested 30 fucking times since they've been here?
I'd say so. Yeah.
You know, these liberal judges just let them go because, you know, they're ideologues. I don't know. I get lost with it. It becomes such a murky conversation, and yet such a cut and dry conversation at the same time.
I lean more towards, to me, that whole topic is pretty goddamn cut and dry.
Right, but then you get into, like, you know, you start talking to people that immigrated here legally, and I'm like, yeah, but we're not talking about you, and they're like,
exactly.
Yeah, but you know, I could get arrested, you know, for like, well, I'm like, whoa, hold on, like, no, like, if you get I've been living in the United States for 41 fucking years. I've never even been close to being arrested. I don't. It's not hard. It's not that hard.
Well, congratulations to you.
And they're like, well, it's because you're fucking white. And I'm like, maybe. But also because I'm not a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Or I didn't do anything stupid. Like, don't get me wrong. Getting arrested doesn't make you a bad person. I got plenty of friends that have, you know, been locked up in county or, you know, done 30 days or whatever, or been arrested, you know, for a night and spent a night or two in jail. That's fine. Like, it's, you know, part of it is just kind of part of growing up, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm part of that group, but yeah, it was never for long. It wasn't a stint. It was just
you didn't go to jail because you raped and murdered somebody.
No, I was in the holding cell for a couple hours.
Yeah, fucking join that club. Like, I mean, could I have been put in that cell? Yeah, many a times, but I weaseled my way out of it. I don't know. Maybe I just got the gift of gab or a trustworthy face. I have no idea. But neither here nor there. The point is, it's really not that fucking hard to not go to jail for 10 to 15 years in this country.
Yes.
It's not that hard.
Just don't be a violent fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that'd be pretty simple, right?
Also, don't be a pedophile.
Yes. Big time. Don't be that. Don't be a pedo.
Really, just don't do any of that shit.
I mean,
you'll be pretty good.
if your inner monologue starts to take over and says, "Hey, this probably isn't a good idea," just listen to it. You know, leave the situation and then come back and reassess later.
Yeah, or just if it doesn't warrant coming back to it because it ultimately was not worth it. Yeah, don't fucking go back to it. Just let
Right.
it go.
Pretty easy, right?
Seems simple.
I don't know. It seems like all the shit my dad told me, like what being an adult was all about. You know, when I was a little kid, and he was like, "When you're an adult, you got to make decisions that don't fuck you." And I'm like, "Okay, well, that seems pretty easy." He goes, "Yeah, you say that, you know, like, but you're an idiot." So I'm like, "Well, I'm also fucking 11, you know, like."
Yeah.
But I don't know. Shit just I don't know. I had the benefit of being raised with two parents that cared about me and wanted me to do well, and
Same.
maybe that's why I'm, not in prison. But I mean, I've done plenty of stuff that could have landed me in prison. I mean, nothing crazy. I haven't killed or murdered or raped anybody, but
Right. Yeah.
I've definitely, driven well over a speed that would not land me in. I mean, just my speeding tickets alone could have put me in prison. I mean, 147 miles an hour on Route 24 is definitely enough to land you in prison.
Yeah, that's quite fast.
Oh, I mean, at least in jail, not prison, but jail. Sorry.
Oh, for sure. Like,
You know.
if they were able to catch you.
Oh, they would have caught me. I mean, I was topping my buddy's car out at that point. 150 miles an hour is fast, but it's not fat. It's not like 1,000 horsepower Corvette gumball run fast.
Mm.
But neither here nor there. But yeah, I think that's good. I think I've exhausted myself on the
Same
topic
here.
today.
And we're just reaching the 2-hour mark, so I think that's good.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good show, though. I enjoyed it. I enjoy doing these because you know what? This is like my out for the week where I can just fucking say all the shit that's been on my mind all week.
Same, because I don't get to hang out with all my like close friends as much as I used to, because they're all married and have kids for the most
See,
part.
I mean, the good news is like I have my wife and I can like talk to her about all this stuff all week. But then it just preps me for coming on the show on Monday. So it's like, nice.
Same with my girlfriend. We talk about the same type of shit.
Yeah. She sounds based as fuck.
Oh, she absolutely is. And yeah, the four of us will do like dinner and drinks sometime soon.
Absolutely.
We'll figure out a time.
Facts. Big facts. Because that'll be fun.
But yes, I look forward to this every week. It's a good way for me to start, my Mondays, at least at the nighttime. Yeah, I enjoy it, man. This is like fucking therapy for me. It's just like, yeah, I just get to say whatever
It's
the fuck
kind
I
of
want.
become that for me too, where I'm just like, yeah, no, like I need to do this because like I have row one, seat one, but I don't want to hijack my own show.
Yeah,
because it's a sports show, and then invoke politics and we lose people, and some people might be like, oh, this is great. Other people are gonna be like, this fucking sucks. Talk about the fucking draft and free agency, and I'm like,
no, you got to separate it.
But that's boring. We're bombing Iran right now, and it's awesome. And they're like, fuck you, and I'm like, god damn it.
You want to talk about it, but at the end of the day, yes, that is a specific show for sports. This is just whatever the fuck we feel like saying.
Exactly. This is a free form show. We want to rip on Dave Mustaine. We're going to do it.
It will happen every time.
I mean, most shows we're going to find a way to get a dig in. We want to talk movies. We're going to talk movies.
Yep.
We're going to talk whatever we want, politics, everything, because that's what we do on this show. And I love that. Makes me happy. Gives me an out. And gives me a lot of stuff to do. So thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Trav, for putting the show on and being the gracious host that you are and allowing me to come on with you. It is an absolutely fucking blast for me. So
no, dude, I've loved every minute of this since we did it. Thank you for agreeing to do it because you are a great personality and a great person in general.
Oh, thank you.
To have on here. It's truly a pleasure every goddamn week. I look forward to it every Monday when we're able to do it, and it's just great.
It is just great.
Really great. Fun. Love it.
Love it. It's the greatest podcast. I've seen a lot of podcasts, but this is the greatest.
Absolutely. And love everybody that watches, whether you watch it live or after the fact. Thank you. Thank you for commenting as well.
Listening is listening.
It is. Yeah, thanks for supporting two friends just fucking around.
We salute you.
We certainly do. So until next week.
Yes, next Monday night, which I'm sure we'll have a boatload to talk about by then too.
Yeah, the Canadians will probably still be mad about the Olympics. So
The Canadians will be like, we are the country equivalent of Dame Mustaine.
yeah, pretty much.
We just can't help ourselves.
Pretty goddamn much. Well,
All
that'll do
right,
it,
Trev.
folks. Yes. Joey, have a good night, brother.
I will. Thank you, bud. I'll talk to you next week.
Yes, that's right. And have a good night, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.
Later.